And we're live. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, this is the In Your Face show. And I'm here with my main man, my brother from another mother, my black brother from every mother, Elston Christopher. What's up, my brother?
What's going on,
Introduce
man?
yourself. Chilling, man. What's good? What's good with you?
Not much, man. Just sitting here relaxing a little bit, taking a breather, hanging out with you for a little while.
Hey, let's do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling, you know what I mean? Just get that shit out, you know. Yeah, let's talk that shit, baby. What's up? Let's get this thing. So
Oh
where
yeah.
you where are you from, brother?
Right now, Richmond, Virginia. I pretty much grew up here. I was born in D.C.
Aye. I got an uncle down in Virginia.
What
You know what I'm
part?
saying? Roanoke. Shout out to
Roanoke.
my uncle Brian. What's up, bro?
I never. I've been past Roanoke, but I had to go to Tennessee. We went to a convention last year in Tennessee. We had to
Ah,
go
man.
through. Man, Roanoke is far away. I didn't realize how far away it is from Richmond. Like, good lord.
Yeah, man. Hey, if you gotta get it, you gotta get it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get it. You
Oh
know?
yeah, like the mountains. Those beautiful out that way.
Hey, shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So what you got for me today?
Well, so we got an upcoming Kickstarter next month, May 17th, for a book that we actually, me and my fiance, I keep on saying we, she couldn't be with us right now. She's doing some stuff. But we actually started a company for comics last year called Flash Delirium.
Okay.
Um, it was back in I think the middle, like about around the summertime of last year when we announced it, and we put our first book online. It was a free book called Pop Singer, and that was it was a 20-page story. It was like a horror story about this rising pop singer and how she had ties to Illuminati and all this, crazy stuff. And there's a couple reasons we did that first. Number one, we just wanted to kind of give people like a glimpse of what we were all about. And number
Right.
two, our artist this on our current book now, we actually commissioned him first to do Pop Singer. That's kind of how we were trying out to see, the artist that we want to use for like the long haul. And his name is Halil Mate. He's in Berlin. Fantastic artist. I actually found him in one of the Facebook groups about a few years back, and I saw like he had some videos of him just drawing some pages out. Stuff was
Mm-hmm.
amazing, man. I said, let me hit this guy up. So, I told him kind of what we were doing. He was on board, and boom, a few months later, he gave me the page to Pop Singer. Then I told him about the book we have now called Rabbit's Badass Song. I pitched the whole thing to him. Yeah, I want to do that. So I let we already had the scripts ready. All this stuff we already, we spent years prior. You and I talked back in the day,
Right.
and prior to us releasing the books, we were setting stuff up then, because I come from like a film background. My fiance does as well. And I like comic books. I've always written comic books and like film scripts. And she's been into like the book, like novels and stuff. She's very well read. She's a great writer. I think she's better than me. And we came together, and it was like magic. We was able to write these stories. So we spent a lot of time just writing, building it up till we got to the point where we said, okay, we're in a position now where we're ready to start actually making real stuff.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
kind of where we're at, man.
Alrighty. All right. Hey, if you could do that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about getting yourself out, man.
Oh yeah,
Because yeah, man, it's about getting yourself out and putting your best foot forward and really looking to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all about confidence. You get what I'm saying? And the
exactly.
more you do something, the more great you get at it. You know what I'm saying? The more you perfect your craft, the more it becomes flushed out and pure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
And
the more you write, the better you get at it.
yeah, the better you practice and the better you know what I'm saying, the more you practice, the more you get great at something, you know. Michael Jordan didn't become the greatest of all time overnight, you know what I'm saying? It took him
No.
years, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Take that, you know, right, to just do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
True,
Because
true. Um,
it's not. Go ahead.
oh yeah, me
No,
cut you off, but
go ahead.
yeah. So after that, so again, like that all led up to us putting the book out last year. And then a few months after that, we started doing the viral marketing for Rabbit, because we started dropping like little, little teasers and stuff. We did like an '80s toy commercial. Uh, we did like this fake chicken restaurant commercial. I need to send you this stuff. And that was kind of like that was there were two reasons behind that. One was because we thought it was funny, and then number two,
Right,
in the comic book of Rabbit, there actually is this fictional chicken restaurant. So we kind of,
right.
made this thing out of it. Um, but anyway, so we can talk about what the hell the Rabbit book is. I actually have a copy of it right here. Well, I'll be showing everything tonight. So
Go ahead. Do what you do. Do what you do.
Rabbit's Badass Song, issue number 1, and pretty much I'm not gonna quick synopsis of it. It takes place in the fictional town of Lightfield, Mississippi, present day. A gentleman by the name of Jimmy Mason, who goes now by the name Rabbit. He was done very badly as a kid, and he's actually coming back to his town to get revenge on the guys that did him wrong. And with him is his girlfriend, love interest, the Snow Bunny. They're like this badass, mercenary team, interracial couple. He wears the mechanical black rabbit mask, and there's a whole reason behind that, which you will find later on in the issue. Actually, around the 5th issue, we're gonna kind of go back and show how he got to where he is now. There's a structure to everything, but it's really cool. We figured out, we got a really cool way of why that is. But also in this universe, it starts out as like a revenge thing, but there's little nuances throughout it. You realize that there's actually like superheroes in this world and supervillains. There's a lot of crazy stuff. And, we're going to see pretty much from a human standpoint, Rabbit, as he deals with his little problems, how those problems spiral into a bigger, problem with the superheroes and villains. And there actually is an arc to this thing. He starts out one way, that he evolves into something totally different. And that just goes back to my love for I've always liked the stories that have a beginning, middle, and end, and they actually have evolution. Like Berserk. I don't know if you ever read the Berserk manga book. That's by far not just manga book, but this is a graphic novel and piece of art and literature. That's like one of my favorite stories. And it sucks that the creator died before he got a chance to finish it. But the way he told his stories is, I really studied that, and that was my kind of contribution to the Rabbit book, is Berserk and everything. So. But yeah, that's pretty much that's the beginning of the story, kind of like reel people in. And again, like the people that have read it and have bought it, they like it. We got a lot of good feedback. So, and that was the testing ground right there, because this is to anybody who creates something. Doesn't matter how great you feel it is or how great it may be. Once it's not yours, and once you put it into the audience hands, that's why you make these stories, so people can read it, entertain them, and they're gonna tell you, if it works or not. And so far, people like it. So that was one of the reasons why it was, all right, we got to keep pushing this thing, pushing it, and until we get a wider distribution, because we're doing this all ourselves. Rabbit, right. The first few issues was all funded by us. Right. We were told through friends, try out Kickstarter. We're not saying rely on Kickstarter, but it's a good way to, maybe grow your fan base a little bit more, and just that, people who may not be comfortable buying from your website, they may feel more comfortable getting it through Kickstarter until you can get distribution. So, there's a reason behind trying to do it. And we feel pretty good about it. We've done our diligence. We've researched Kickstarter. We've talked to a lot of friends who've done very well on it, and we've seen what works and what kind of doesn't. And, hopefully it'll work out. So when we drop it next month, we'll see. We have good faith in it. And we got a lot of good stuff here lined up for people.
Okay. See that's a good that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. So where did what's the inspiration from the book Rabbit. Badass. Where did you get the inspiration for it?
Okay, so there's a few things. The number one thing, it was actually started as a joke. So
Okay.
me, my fiance and I, again, like we got like a real, crazy sense of humor, and we like crazy, wild ass movies and stuff. We watch like crazy, horror movies and stuff. Like we always like, well, what if this happens to this guy? Like whatever happens in the movie, we always figure out like the most worst case scenario of that. But we also like comedy, and she loves comedy. We watch a lot of Dave Chappelle show and all that stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
again, watching all that stuff, and that we write over time, it'll kind of bleed in subconsciously into your stuff. And the whole thing with Rabbit was, so all right, well, because the mask, all right, if you really look at the mask, it's a black mask with the rabbit ears. It's got got the red lips and all that shit. Some people might look at it as, oh, that's like a blackface thing. Yes and no. And again, that goes back into where the mask originated, why he wears the mask. And I'm going somewhere with all this, so bear with me. So like,
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
There's this old book. Oh, it's old, like they used to have it used to be in schools, but they took it out because it was very controversial, called Brer Rabbit. And that told the story of like, depending which version you've heard or what you've read, it's either Brer Rabbit, Brother Rabbit. It's all kinds of different ways, but it's the same plot. It's pretty much about this little rabbit who goes on his crazy ass adventures and stuff. The problem is, a lot of people said it was a racist thing. It was kind of like, Brer Rabbit was Uncle Remus. There's like this old black man who told the stories and stuff. So they said it was like very racist. But I mean, the story wasn't bad, but you could definitely see it's dated. It's very dated for its time. But back in the day, like I think the 1950s or whatever, Disney, they made an animated adaptation of it called Song of the South. I know you heard about it. It was live action and cartoon, and it had the black guy going zippity doo dah, zippity day, and all that stupid shit. And it got banned. Like to the day, you can't. Disney refuses to release it again. It'll never see the light of day again.
Yeah, because Disney is a part of the problem.
I mean,
No,
it's
go ahead.
different times, but that
Go ahead.
fascinated. Again, it all fascinated me. But anyway, so fast forward a little later on down the line, in like the 1970s, you had the animator Ralph Bakshi, who I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. He did stuff like Cool World. He did Lord of the Rings back in the day, the actual cartoon, The Hobbit. He did a cartoon called Wizards, like the trippy 70s, like sci-fi medieval thing. Just really great, really awesome artist and like animator. But one of the things he did, a lot of people don't know, is he did a cartoon which was his version of Brer Rabbit and Song of the South. It's got two different names. The original name of it was called Coonskin. They changed that to Street Fight. And in that, it was a black rabbit, big lips and all that stuff. He was like it's kind of like this gangster. It's all these animals as gangsters and stuff. And it was like, and then like he had like there's like this woman who like going around killing guys. It's wild. It was wild. It was very self-aware of the racism. Like he did, he was making fun of the whole thing. But it's got a cult following. Like Richard Pryor, he loved it. Wu-Tang Clan, back in the 90s, they were trying to get the rights to it because they wanted to make a sequel to it, but they never could get the rights to it. Look it up. This is real stuff. So I took all that, right? And I was like, man, I really, something about it is very fascinating. So, okay, why don't I try to make my own version of it, of this Brer Rabbit thing? And that was kind of like the beginnings of the rabbit that you see now in the comics.
Okay.
So that was part of it. Then my fiance, she came in with some stuff that I really can't say right now because it'll give too much away that happens later on in the book. But she had a big chunk of why, how we got here as well. But again, it started almost like a joke, and we said, wait a minute, this might be something, and we just kept on tweaking it and working it, and boom, we had Rabbit's Badass Song. Even the name Rabbit's Badass Song is a play off of the first, what a lot of people consider the first blaxploitation movie. This like predates Shaft, Superfly, all that shit, called Sweetback's Badass Song.
Mm-hmm.
It was made by you see New Jack City, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the main cop in it? Not Ice-T, but the guy that you work for,
Hey,
the light skinned dude with the curly hair, like Mario
yeah,
Van
yeah.
Peebles. His
Uh-huh.
dad, Melvin Van Peebles, he made Sweetback badass songs. So he created like the first of like that 70s era black action underground house type film. So that's where I got the name from for Rabbit's badass song.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So there's little
So,
connections all throughout there.
okay. That's fine, fine, fine. Hey, if you can find your niche and find whatever would you do, find your niche and whatever you do, that and go with it and run with it, that's fine and fine, fine. You know what I'm saying? With the algorithm, what you do. And that's what people don't understand is that finding your niche and finding your voice and audience, uh, finding your audience and what you're doing is
Mm-hmm.
awesome. You know what I'm saying? And Tierra Turner said, "My blurred siblings."
Hello.
But what's up? What's up? What's up, Tier? But well, you know what I'm saying? It's all about just going for what you know about with your project. You know what I'm saying? Putting it out there for the masses to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You may get people that don't like it. You may get people that love it. It's all a matter of putting it out there. If you don't put it out there, ain't nobody going to see it. You know what I mean?
I agree. And to add to that, the main thing is at the end of the day, again, her and I are writers at heart. I've done art and stuff in the past. It wasn't like my main thing, but I did enough where I could articulate certain ideas to somebody else. But it's always been about telling stories. I love telling stories, and no matter what, it's all about making the story the best you can and having like a goal with the story. And once you put it out there, like you said, like some people might like it, some people might not. And some things may take time. It could be a story that's ahead, just 10 years ahead of its time that later on down the line it picks up. But as long as you stay sincere and real about things, that's all that matters. You just got, stay true to yourself, and no bullshit anybody. So,
Exactly. Exactly.
you
And
know,
see, and in this industry, you got to be able. Your word is your bond. And in this industry, you have to be able to articulate what you're saying
mm-hmm.
and be a beast about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're just coming in this industry and you just letting people just talk to you in a kind of way, walk all over you, they'll keep on doing it. It doesn't matter whether you're a nerd or everybody else is a nerd, you're a nerd. It doesn't matter. A bully is a bully. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Cyberbullying, whatever. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? And you having your project, Rabbit's badass song. Of course, you're gonna get those racist ass motherfuckers. Always got something to say. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna get the all the bullshit, but as long as you stay true to yourself and doing what you're doing, fuck them, man.
oh yeah.
Fuck
Yeah. I
them.
mean, but like I said, so far it's been received when people seem to get it. But I did want to throw before I forget to say it. So yeah, like the first few issues, or actually with the first storyline, because the way we're doing it, each storyline is broken into 12 parts. So it should take like a year. Like the first story, You're a Rabbit, that's 1 through 12, then that's done. Then that jumps to like the next story, which would be 13 through 24, whatever it is. But for that, like there are some racial things in the story, but because like when we first made it, right, this was kind of before all the political stuff started trickling in, and what I'm talking about, into like movies and comics
Hmm.
stuff. It was like right before that happened. So when we got ready to put our rounds, I said, shit. Like, I hope people don't think that there's like a political agenda with what we're saying. But we said, nah, because like what happens in the first story, that's only to tell his origin. Once we get past that, like that's done. Like we never go back to the racist shit ever again. It becomes something totally different. Which is like I told you, like it's all about evolution. Like it starts out one way to become something totally different. It's like
I get what you're
an
saying.
arc to it. So we're
That's what
not.
you're saying.
So I guess what we're saying is we're not. I used to be worried about that people may take it the wrong way. But again, everybody who's seen the read, they get it, because I guess we did it in a way that it doesn't come off like we're trying to shove like a politic or an agenda down your throat. It's a general organic thing.
Right.
So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Right.
it works out that way. So I'm glad people got it. And if anybody's listening, about the book and stuff, that just know that's it's something else. But that's just part of the story. It's all about just telling the story to get from point A to point B.
Right. 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 And for those who don't like it, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? But
Some people like apples, some people like oranges. I don't
yeah,
know. So,
man, fuck them, man. Because at the end of the day, man, look, we all grown folks. You know what I'm saying? Look, whether it's political, whether it's an agenda behind it, have meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's
You
got
gotta
a
have
heart.
meaning behind something. You know what I'm saying? And if
I
you can
agree.
articulate it and say what you feel through that, if people can't take that and don't and they just want to judge off of that, then fuck them. They never tried to get it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I said, it's all about your presentation, how you presenting what you're doing. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah, you're
Fuck
absolutely right.
them.
It's all about execution. That goes a long way.
Yeah. It's all about and seeing the thing, man, is that when it comes to a controversial book like that, which is controversial, of course somebody gonna take it like that. With a controversial title book like that, and what I'm saying, so forth. You can market that anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna find an audience that resonate with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people don't understand. It's we're living in a place where there's racism still going on. You get what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you think this race is not going on. That's a goddamn lie because you could go down to the fucking south, and there's places where you cannot go in at certain times of the night.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, niggas still lynching motherfuckers. And look, the Ku Klux Klan is still here. They ain't going no goddamn where. You know what I mean? And wherever they come, they gonna get their ass whipped. But just saying. But I'm just saying, like from the honest tip, you know what I'm saying? You still have racism out there. And like I said, instead of going toward it and fighting and trying to fight it with your fists, fight it with your talents and fight it with other ways around it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's other ways to skin a cat instead of violence. Because
Oh yeah.
you can't. It's like trying to. It's like what I mean, like trying to kill these people and trying to and just hating these people ain't gonna do shit but bring dumb shit on you. You know what I mean? But if you go around that shit and use your talent and use your head, you know what I mean? If your mind, they got enslave a person, you have to get to their mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If a person who don't have the mind, have a mind, what do they have? If you get to the mind, what happens? They're
Hmm.
dead. They're non-existent. It's like fighting a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you get into their fucking mind, their head, you get what I'm saying? What are you going to do? What happened? You control their mind. That's like your slave right there. You know what I'm saying? Because you could get them to do anything you want them to do because you in their head. You already got them. You're fearful of you now. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So what did the white people do back then? They got into their minds and their heads to make them fear them. So now you use your head and get out of that slavery mentality. Now you see slavery mentality, and people are still slaves today. That's why they can't get out of racism today. See that racist
Yeah.
mentality.
Unfortunately,
Racist.
man. And there's certain things like that, war, crime, like certain things. The human condition, makes certain things not go away. But
Right.
that's the beauty of it too, man. Like no matter how bad things get, we I think we all come together, transpire to any bullshit. So
And I'm
that's
and bro, and I'm gonna tell the truth about the fucking comic book industry because there's a lot of racist motherfuckers in the industry. Yes, it is. You damn skippy it is. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? And look, anytime you have a book up and people will drive bypass you because your character is not your skin color, that's some racist shit, right?
yeah.
For example, if okay, for example, Jarhead, right? People don't like the book of Jarhead because of what? His skin color. And I keep telling these dumb motherfuckers that Jarhead is not white. He's black, Indian, Italian, and Russian. All of those fucking languages and fucking, languages and cultures are all from the African lineage. But people don't understand that, don't know that. If they go all the way back, where did everything originate from? Africa. That's why it's called the motherland. Everything was started there. But I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. Fuck
I
that.
mean, Jordan's a cool character though. And
Yeah, see, and this is the thing. The reason why I made him light skinned like that is to fucking broaden my fucking horizons. Meaning, basically, to appeal to everybody, not just one set of people. Because if you appeal to one set of people, what's going to happen? You're going to limit yourself, and you're going to basically cripple yourself, and your book is never really going to get out, but to that certain set of people. You get what I'm saying?
yo, yeah,
Until
you
you
want to
make
make a
a
character universal, yeah.
exactly, you want to make a character that understand that people understand that people can relate to. In a lot of ways, people can relate to Jarhead because not just I'm not making this about me. I'm just giving an example of what it's all about to be, racial profiled against. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where you're coming from. I understand a lot of what you're doing. So and not just the South, of course, not just the South. It's all everywhere, but the main parts is the South. You know what I'm saying? But but what I'm trying to say is that is going to say it's about how you perceive yourself and how you come off, how you build it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's how, but and it's all about presentation. But it's all about but you also going to get those motherfuckers that don't want to fucking come out of their comfort zone and really understand you. There's a lot of people that's in their comfort zone and they're so coped up in their little box of never understanding of ignorance. You get what I'm saying? There's a box of ignorance that people are in and they don't want to come out and learn something new.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? It's more to
That's
life than that, yeah.
yeah. Like I said, well, as far as the books go, that's why it's got what I'm saying. Make the book, put it out there, and just keep the story going. And it's got this standing test of time is the best way to achieve success with any book or anything. You got to put it out there. Cause think about it, like even Marvel in DC, you look at the
What's up,
roster of
Elf?
characters. Like Batman has cool down points. You know what I'm saying? There were times Batman wasn't the hottest thing, and there were times Spider Man wasn't the hottest thing, but they still were put out, that you're talking like
Right,
70 years of story of characters, and that's the
right.
thing now about the books we put out. You just got if the story's there, right? If the story, allows it to, have that longevity of a life, then keep writing it, you know what I'm saying? And just put it out there. Even if it's not the hot thing then, or hell, it may never be the hot thing, it may just be something that has like a gradual fan base. That's all that matters. No, and that doesn't and that's not limited to what to the content of the story. If people like it, and if the story is good, it will survive. So
Right. It will survive because if you're putting out great content, it shouldn't be about your fucking skin color. It should be about the content that you put out. If you're putting out great content, it should be all about just that. You get what I'm saying?
right.
But if you're putting out corny ass shit, get judged by that. You know what I'm saying? But people want to judge the fucking You know what I'm saying? The skin color, the way you're talking about it. I'm like, kiss my ass, go to hell, man. 'Cause look, I get tired of hearing all about what people feel and just being opinionated. I just be like, I want to go to sleep. Can I throw up now? You know
But I
what
mean,
I'm
hey, but then again, I mean, if even if it's negative, if they're talking about your book, or character, like,
saying? Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, of
that's
course.
good. I mean, at least it's getting attention. So.
Of course, of course. Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying on that. Yeah, of course. That's where you need the haters, you know what I'm saying? You need them haters, you know? But see, then all the while, you know, if you're around that negativity constantly, what's gonna happen is you're gonna become negative. It's gonna rub off on you along the
That can
while if you
happen.
keep on listening to it. Listening to it and listening to it and listening to it. What happens when something is put down your throat constantly, constantly, like Batman or Superman? What happened? What did Marvel and DC do? They just keep on putting them down your throat, putting them right in front of your face, right in front of your face,
Oh
right in front
yeah,
of your face,
yeah,
right in
yeah.
front of your face, until you what? Until what? You regurgitate it and you wouldn't go watch the dumb shit.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
mean,
Look, I tell you what. I'm st- if I see another Batman movie or show, I'm a scream.
well, let's
I'm a
talk
holler.
about that. I saw the. Did you see the new Batman movie?
I seen bits and pieces. Not really. Yeah.
I'll say it wasn't
Yeah.
bad. It was okay. What I'm saying? It was. I mean,
Uh,
you had a good director. Matt Reeves. I like his stuff. And it looked well. I mean, and again, the guy that played Batman, I can't remember his
mm,
name. He
look.
he did. He wasn't bad, but they need to do something different with Batman. Like these last few iterations of Batman, he's just dark, brooding. It's just so dark now. Everything's just dark and depressing and so grounded. That's why I like the Ben Affleck's Batman, honestly. Because that, to me, at least, there was some excitement. It was kind of exciting. But
Yeah, like that's why I said Michael Keaton was the best Batman of all the old school Batman. See, that's the Batman, the original Batman. See, they need to stick to that shit and stop bringing up this new age bullshit. The motherfucker was too small to play Batman. Batman is a big motherfucker. Superman is a big motherfucker. They ain't give Superman his goddamn curl. You know what I'm saying? The trademark curl, they ain't give it to him. Now that ain't Superman. That's some fucking nigga in some drawers and a cape.
the thing about it is like these things get rebooted so often now. Like give it about 4 years, they're just gonna do it again. It'll be something different. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
there's gonna be. It's always. I don't think the one thing that's the one edge advantage Marvel's had over DC. Marvel, despite whether you like the Marvel movies or not, they have kind of they've defined their characters, right? When you see Thor, you see Chris Hemsworth, like yeah, that's what Thor is now. And even though
Right.
Chris Evans was Captain America, like they kind of set it all up. Where DC is kind of all over the place,
Right.
you know.
But you
So
see, I'm starting to get tired of the goddamn Avengers now. And I'm like, oh my God. You know how many Avengers movie I saw?
and you
I'm
know what?
like,
It's a
oh.
machine now. Like they've done it so well that they can just put them out and we'll go watch. You know what I'm saying? It's an algorithm at this point. I mean, they just know how to
Shit.
make it work.
Shit.
So
Y'all will go watch that damn shit. I done seen too many Avengers movies.
I mean, some
I
are
done,
better than others. Not everything
I done,
works, but I mean, I love Spider
shit.
Man. Like that last Spider Man, I thought that was one of the best
I mean,
Marvel movies out there.
I get you. No, I get you though. Yeah, what I mean, Hemsworth was Thor. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me ask you a question then. Okay, since we on the Marvel and DC, since you drug me into this goddamn conversation, what I mean, I know you're gonna do it. um, what is your top 10 favorite superheroes and villains? They don't have to be in order. Just go with
Top
what you into.
10.
Yeah.
All right, let's go superheroes. Spider Man, uh, Wolverine, Gambit, uh, Blade. I like Blade a lot. Um, I have a love hate relationship with Spawn. I like, when I was a kid, I loved Spawn. Then I thought he was kind of like, that's some whack 90s stuff. Now I'm liking Spawn again. So I like the idea of Spawn. So I'll throw Spawn in there. All right, it's about, what, 5 now? Who else? I'm drawing a blank right now. I mean, I guess Batman. Batman's iconic. I like the Flash. Uh, where we at now? Hulk. I like Hulk. I ain't say no females yet. Let me see. I like She-Hulk. I'm gonna actually say a couple extra ones. Spider-Woman and Power Girl. As far as the villains go, is Venom a villain? Can we consider him as a hero now? What's up with Venom? Is he anti-hero? I don't know how to
Yeah,
categorize him anymore.
anti-hero. He ain't no good guy, ain't no bad guy.
Well, I like him too. Him and Punisher, I throw them in the upper mix. All right, but villains, Doctor Doom #1. He's always been my favorite villain. Magneto, even though that's art, you can argue is Magneto a villain or not. Lex Luthor's cool. Joker's okay. There's just too much Joker going on right now, so I kind of lost interest in him. Who else? Kang
Dark
the
Side.
Conqueror's all right. Sabretooth's cool.
Dark Side.
Darkseid's all right. I like him better than Thanos. Who else? Who else? Carnage is cool.
Carnage.
Oh my God.
You leaving somebody out? Rhino. Come on, man.
Green Goblin. I mean, pretty much all the Spider-Man villains. Doctor Octopus.
You leaving out Rhino and Juggernaut.
I never liked Rhino. He's not interesting. I mean, Juggernaut's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Juggernaut's cool when he's fighting guys, but just as a character, he's not interesting to me. He'll always be like the big
All
thug
right,
dude.
all right. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
all
that's
right,
all.
all
I
right.
mean, there's a million of them. It's off the top of my head. That's my list.
I give you my top 10 heroes and superheroes, heroes and villains. Man, I'm about to go down. I'm about to do it crazy. You know what I mean? Spawn, Punisher, Wolverine. I hate Spider-Man, so I ain't saying his
You
goddamn
hate
name.
Spider-Man? Oh, that's a
I
shame.
can't stand his goddamn shit. I play the game, but I won't watch the goddamn
He's
thing.
like the pinnacle of a superhero. I mean, that's the ideal superhero. Spider-Man and Superman.
And they could kiss my no I'm joking. But uh man, Wolverine, my character, man, he's oh man. I like Venom. I like Blade, you know what I mean? Cable, Bishop. Oh man, I forget what her name, Storm, and I like Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue's cool. I always like the Rogue.
Um Black Cat, she's sexy to me. Oh my god. I like Catwoman too. She's sexy to me too. Um man, is that 10?
Thanks. I think it's more than 10. I lied. I won't
Sorry about
count.
that. Is that 10? I like and Gambit and what's his name? Deathstroke. Love Deathstroke. And
He's not a
Deadpool.
hero.
There you go.
You don't think he's a hero, though, do you?
Yeah, Deathstroke is a hero. Anti-hero, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Deathstroke, you know,
I
and
guess it depends on the writer, right? Who writes
yeah,
him.
yeah, in between. Okay, my villains: Magneto, Darkseid, Thanos. Thanos is my nigga. I take him over any
I've never
villain
been a big Thanos
ever.
fan, man. I mean, because like
I,
outside of the movie, he wasn't really
bro,
that cool. I
I
didn't like
just
him in the
love the
books.
I just love the Gauntlet, man. Look, the Gauntlet. He was
Infinity
just a
Gauntlet.
beast. The Gauntlet, man. Like can't take it from him, man. Like that nigga's too like a beast. All right. I like what's his name? Man, I like Bane. Bane was the man.
Yeah,
And
man, he gave I think Nightfall, right? The Nightfall story. That
yeah,
was a good use of the character. I think.
yeah. I like Cottonmouth. Um, Demented Deuce is my favorite villain of all time, which I created him. And my last hero was Jarhead. Last and foremost. Nah, don't
All
go over
right.
there. Um, Also, my favorite villain, man, is the dude from Iron Man, the one with the oh, what's his name? Electro. I like Electro.
Oh, you mean the guy with the tentacle things?
Yeah, yeah, I forget his
Whiplash?
name.
Whiplash,
Yeah,
I think.
Whiplash.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whiplash. Whiplash. I love Whiplash. That's those are my top 10 heroes and villains. Anyways, also, so where do you see Rabbit's badass song in 5 to 10 years?
Woo. Well, again, I can tell you part of the answer. I can't tell you the whole thing because that would give too much away. But he'll still be here. We'll be getting close to the end of the story, hopefully,
Hmm.
in 10 years. The initial story anyway should be done then. So
Okay, okay. So how many years have you been doing this?
professionally or just creating in general.
Professionally, and let's go the secondary, let's go general.
Professionally, I'd say about 2 years now. And
Okay.
I use the word professionalism as far as like they actually took it seriously as a business, like investing money, hiring the right artists, and really taking the time to craft our scripts and all that stuff. So I say about 2 years on that. Um, just pretty much ever since I was like 5 years, ever since I could pick up a pencil and crayon and draw, man. So we're going back to about 5, 6 years old. I've been at this shit.
Awesome. Yeah. See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even notice that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of a lot of the stuff that I do, I didn't notice a lot of like because a lot of stuff that I've done
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to creating, it's like I'll be so glued to my damn paper. I just focus on the character, man. I don't even be counting. You know what I'm saying? How many
Right.
months I'll be on it? I just be going at it. But I'm more of a writer now. I don't draw anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's
Like
a
that,
lot. It's a
like
lot
that.
trying to do both.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm more of a businessman now. You know what I'm saying? More, I let my artists draw it out for me and, get it all together. You know what I mean? But it's not about me. It's about you, my man. Because I want to make sure that you get out. So you got the spotlight. So,
Well,
you know what I mean? What's your
what was that?
Christian aren't Kristen said, "Hey swag, and hey special guest. What's up, Kristen? What's up, Kristen?" But yeah, bro. Like, so where do you feel that the industry, comic book industry, is going, man? Where do you see this shit going?
That's a good question. So I'm more of an optimist than a lot. It's not. I don't think it's going away. I know I've heard people talk about it's going downhill. Marvel and DC sales are dropping. But this is my question. All people are saying that. All right, there's still comic book stores here, right? I mean, still making the
Mm-hmm.
movies. Comics ain't going nowhere. It's taking on a different form. But there are. So this is a no. There's a lot of parts to this that question. First of all, you guys look at the time, man. It's 2022 now. Like, it's not back when we were kids and stuff. Really, the only thing you have is comic books. Video games were just starting to get mainstream. But then once the video games came in, I think that really took away a lot of the people from comic books. When people had like the Game Boys and all that stuff, and Nintendo, I think that really kind of pulled because all of that shit was in the '90s. Everything kind of happened to the comic book industry in the '90s, right? That's when a lot of companies went under. DC, I mean not DC, Marvel went bankrupt. Image was hot, but then they had so many books out that started getting crazy. Then you have video games. Like everybody's playing the video games. So that was a combination of things. Then you had a lot of people coming in trying to flip these books. That didn't do anything for the industry. But companies they're still here. It's just different now. The good thing is for the independent people is what a lot of us are doing now. They could have done this shit back in the '90s. There was no like print. No, you couldn't just get a guy in Brazil to draw your book and get him to send you the files and send it off to Kablam or wherever and get some shit printed off. You actually had to, get the physical book, physical pages, and ink these fucking things and color them, send them to a printer, and that do us color separation, all this crazy shit. It costs a lot more than it does now. We don't have, it's so much easier to make a comic book now. Even if you really can't afford to print the thing, you can do a digital copy. You can put it on your fucking Facebook page or Instagram, whatever. You can get exposure for stuff. And then you add to that, you got Kickstarters. You got all these crowdfunding things. So you have so many advantages now than you used to. But there are some it's a double-edged sword because now you got so much content. It's almost impossible for everybody to get seen. What I'm saying? Certain things are going to do better than others. Maybe because they're better quality. Maybe because it's got a better fan base. Maybe it's just stupid luck. That's where we're at right now. I do think the comic books, what could help us more than anything else is if a lot of the local, like the comic book mom and pop shops, that they take more of a chance on the independent books. Because me and my fiance, I frequently go to comic book stores. And a lot of ones I go to, they're pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? They're a little more hip where they'll take chances on more independent titles. But a lot of these stores ain't gonna do it. They rather play it safe and just buy like fucking 30 copies of that Marvel books and then get that one in 20 variant that they can flip for $300. I get it. But there's so many independent books that I think if they had a better distribution deal, we could perspire and maybe you could because it would be for the new generation. There's a million stories. I mean, I know a lot of people complain that there's not enough good books. Bullshit. There's thousands of good books out there. They may not be superhero books. They may be something else. But there are a lot of good stories. But they just need a platform. They just need a chance. So I think that's more important than anything else. Is just a way for distribution to be more accessible to the independent guys.
Right. See, okay. My answer to that, to my own question, is, to be honest, I see it going in a way of basically just guys getting out there and guys just taking over. You know what I'm saying? But I also, on the flip side, I also see a lot of indie guys taking on the identities of the fucking big guys type of entity. You know what I'm saying? Identity of the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, for example, if a big guy in the industry take a stand, right? You'll have his followers following him and start some shit, and where, like, have you ever heard of Comicsgate and
Yeah, I've heard that
all the
stuff.
other
I
shit?
try to. Yeah, I know, and I got friends who they're who's on both sides of the spectrum with that stuff. I don't get that stuff because at the end of the day, like, that don't sell books, man. Nobody. I mean, I truly don't believe nobody gives a shit about that stuff.
Exactly, that's what I'm
It's about
saying. Like,
just I just want a book that's good.
right,
I
and
don't care who
that's
puts
why
it
I
out.
said, like, I actually had um uh a group actually get mad at me for sticking up for one of my friends that was in Comicsgate. Was my friend
Mm-hmm.
for sticking up for him. You know what I'm saying? Because they was disrespecting them and treating them like shit, right? And I found out he was a fucking snitch and shit. And he started some shit with me. That's why we're not friends. But
Mm-hmm.
fucked all that. But what I'm trying to say is that I agree with you on that, because Comicsgate and all that social justice warriors, a lot of them are fucking assholes anyway. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I tell you why, man, is that everybody wants to run something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to hate somebody instead of loving each other, man. And instead of being there for one another, man. And stop trying to segregate everybody. Stop trying to push everybody away. And stop trying to. If you got to work with a gay man, work with a gay man. If you got to work with a fucking transsexual, work with a transsexual. Your shit might come out great. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. If I have to work with somebody gay, I don't give a fuck as long as he don't bring his gay shit over here to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm
At,
good.
at the
Long
end
as,
of the day,
yeah, yeah. At
the
the end of the
only thing that
day,
matters is the book. It's the story. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's the
And that's
only thing
why.
that matters.
That's
People
why.
want to be
Right.
entertained, and that's all you got to
That's
do.
exactly. And that's why I said, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter about what agenda or what gender is not supposed to do something. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is that stop allowing these these big guys in the industry control the narrative. What I mean by that is stop allowing them to make your decisions for you. Basically, it's like this. A lot of people in the industry are taking the route of the big guys and not going their own way for their success. Trying to copy off of everybody's success story. It's not up to you to copy off somebody else's success story. You were made different. You were made equal to that person, but you were made different. So find a different way. There's a lot of fucking roads to success. Stop trying to go the other route of Rob Liefeld. Stop trying to go the route of if you're not made for that route. If you're not made for that route, if you're not able to go that route, go another route because you never know that route can explode for you. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know that old saying, like, your miles may vary. That's how
Mm-hmm.
it is with this. Like, everybody's story's gonna be different, man. What works for one person may not work for another person, and one's
Exactly.
failure can be another person's success. So you're right on that. You just got to, again, like, you got to, do your own path. It's good, to kind of have like
Inspirations,
inspirations, yeah, and like kind of like what I'm saying, examples. It's okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm saying, maybe I'll try this, but it's
But
never gonna be, what I'm saying, that's not how things work.
yeah, stop being so star stuttered to where you forget your fucking way of getting there, and you just be like, you let them make your own decision. You allow them to make your decision.
Yeah,
You're your own man and woman. Make your own fucking decisions. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
You
but
know, make your own path.
I think there's a lot of good books. I mean, I can honestly say, because I read a lot. I read a lot. And I read everything. I read Marvel, DC, all that stuff, and I like everything. You know what I'm saying? And I actually got, because I plan on a couple things I did want to throw out there. So within the next month, I'm going to be doing reviews on indie books, like true indie books, like books we all put out. You know what I'm saying? Not like
Hmm.
not I call them the fake indies, like Boom Studios and stuff. Like, that's not true indie. I'm talking to real, guys like us, trying to put the stuff
Right.
out. I think they need more of a spotlight. And I got a cool way I'm going to do it. I think people are going to like it, so I'm going to be doing that. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do more stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Hmm.
probably have you on my show talking about Jarhead a little bit more and all
Maybe.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
But I did want to show up because I know we almost at the hour mark now, and I don't want to forget too much. But I was gonna throw.
Look. Oh, whoa, hold on, bro. Look, man, you take as long as you need, man, because like I told you, it's all about the spotlight, man. Take how
Oh
long
yeah,
as you,
yeah,
whatever you
yeah,
need, man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Do what you do.
I don't keep my significant other. I know she's probably hollering for me for in a little while, so I don't want to stay on too long.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I understand, but like
oh
I
no, I'm just
said,
joking with you. But
yeah,
but
I feel you, I feel you.
yeah. But
No,
I did want to show a few things, and again, like, we did make a video already, kind of like showing what the perks were going to be. I'm sorry, I said perks. The rewards were going to be for this campaign. So I was going to do a quick rundown real quick, just so you can see them too, man. And so like I said, the first book we did, the first thing we did was Pop Singer, and that was on our website. And by the
mm-hmm,
way, that website, I know because a few people, we were selling our books off that website, and I had a few people recently that were trying to get on there and it's closed down. The reason it's closed down is because our domain name got compromised. So I had a person, a web developer, trying to fix it. I don't know what happened with them. So to play it safe, we just totally shut it down. Once we get past, the campaign and stuff, a new one will be built and we'll have, some stuff back up on there. So until then, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube is going to be the way, to stay in touch with us. And also, if people go to the Instagram page, and I'll try to put a link, on the Facebook, you know, for this video about all that. You know, we have a link tree that has like all our links for everything, and we're trying to get more people to sign up for the our mailing list, because that's a good way to kind of get people, you know, familiarized with stuff. But anyway, so like I said, Pop Singer was free for a while, and we had a lot of people asking us, you know, where we can do physical copies. And Chad and I, at first, we weren't sure. We knew we were gonna do a physical run of the book. We just didn't know when, but we decided, well, I'm gonna do a Kickstarter. This would be a good way to put that in there. So this is, you know, Pop Singer, covered by our same Ars Illuminati. And this is one thing about the Illuminati and the Pop Singer and stuff. And it's a very simple story. It's bookended, so it's done. You know, it's a one and done. There's no to be continued or anything. But there are ties to this, to the Rabbit universe. So
okay.
But you know, some of the artwork, you know, I don't want to show everybody everything, but yeah, you know, this would be definitely one of the books you get, you know. So you got that one. Then I already showed you the Rabbit's Badass Song. First printing, by the way. And this was, we actually did a 3,000 print run of this book. We, you know, still got a few, you know, decent amount left. So we're gonna try, you know, if people want to get one still, Kickstarter would be the way to do it. And then we also did a second printing of the book, which would be a kind of like a variant cover. And it's just the black and white inks that Halil Mate did, because we thought it looked really, really good. You know, he's just a killer artist, by the way.
Okay.
And then on the back, it's like, we call it like the signature series. So we actually did a scan of a signature. So like that's, we want to cross the back and all that. So we get that going on. Then we got issue 2 right here. And again, all the stuff, you know, it's came out over the last year. And we still got a few of these left. We did a shorter print run of these ones. We did like 300 of these. So this one will be a little more limited on the Kickstarter. But, you know, if we run out, you know, this one, you still can get the second printing, which is also a variant, which is just the black and white, you know, version. Same thing. Which I think, you know, that was pretty cool too. And I'm sorry, by the way, the colorist on this, on covers 1 and 2, is a gentleman by the name of Jose Lopez. He's, you know, he's in a lot of our circles and stuff. He's a really good
Jose.
guy. Really good artist.
He was actually one of my colorists for Jarhead.
Nice. So he's Small World. Yeah, good. You know, he's a kick-ass dude. Highly recommend him. So, you know, so that's that. So next up, so we decided to do, because we didn't have a lot of pictures of like Snow Bunny, which is Rabbit's, you know, significant other. You know, she's just as badass as he is. So we commissioned a couple of artists to do like some nice little just drawings of her to put on the books, you know. So first up, and again, like I cannot pronounce this guy's name. And we haven't actually talked on the phone or whatever. So it's kind of hard for me to get like, you know, to pronounce it right. So I'll refer to him as M. And the video we dropped, and again, we'll put in the description. I'll have like his the link to his Kickstarter, to his Instagram page and everything. People can look at his work. But he does a lot of pinup girl artwork. Really good stuff. So when I hit him up, he did this for us. And this is a nice little cover of Snow Bunny. Really nice, you know, in the back. And again, it's issue 1. So this is still the second printing, just like a variant cover. And you get the same book, you know, just a nice, beautiful cover. And then also we did another one. And this guy is Carlos Braga. He's in Brazil. He's another pinup artist. And he does all his illustrations in pen and marker. And he did this, a little more revealing, but, you know, she got some booty shorts on. You know, I thought this, you know, we thought this came out really, really good. So, again, this is issue 1, like, I guess you can say like the second variant cover. And this is limited to the Kickstarter, so this is one of the things you can get. A more limited copy we're doing is this. We're doing a metal cover, front and back, of the first gentleman, you know, really pretty, you know what I'm saying? And again, it's got the same interior pages of issue 1. And this would be like limited to like 100 and some. I can't remember the exact number, but it's in the hundreds. But, you know, we thought it came out really, really nice. And this is the same, the company that made this, they do the metal covers for Brian Polito's Lady Death books when he does his Kickstarters every year. So we actually reach out. This is a good company, a really good company. Also, so since all our books are black and white, you know, at some point, maybe down the line, we may do like a remaster where they're colored, or it may go to color. But right now, with the strength of Halil's artwork and everything, the black and white's working out. But a lot of people ask, you know, that. So we said, well, we'll make a coloring book so you can color the pages yourself. So it's a coloring book, and it's got different. It's pretty much just pictures from all the different books, like Pop Singer, Rabbit, issue 1 and 2. And over the years, before we got Halil on board, we had different artists do renderings of Rabbit and stuff. So we got that in there. Some cool stuff. People can use like marker and colored pencil. And I said in the video, in the previous video that people buy it and they color it. And they send pictures over to like our social media. We'll post them up. And give them a shout out or something. Show appreciation.
Right.
So the last thing, as far as the books go, is so we did do this right here, which is like a kind of like a coffee table book compendium. It's Rabbit's Badass Song, issue 1, 2, and Pop Singer. So it's all of them. And, it's a nice matte finish, and it's got all the pages here. Really cool stuff. And it's all 3 books. So that'd be something nice. People just want make a good gift or whatever.
Right.
Then we did the toys. So we did an 80s fake toy commercial just for shit. We thought it'd be cool, like little clever way to get people interested in the book. But a lot of people still actually wanted real figures. We looked into it, and I think to actually get action figures made is extremely expensive. It's like 3 to 4 times what it costs to get a book made. So later down the line, that could be a possibility. But until then, we did I built some custom ones, and you get them in a set, which would be Rabbit. And this is actual 5 points. The head moves, arms, all that shit moves. A nice little package designed by Chastity. It's got like the back. And they're all limited. It's only 5 sets of these I'm making. And I'm going to, sign a number on so people know. And this is a Snow Bunny.
Awesome.
And then I did one very rare set, which will be, since the books are in black and white, I did one set of them in black and white.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that'll be on, again, all the stuff will be on, on there for people to look at and see if they like it or not. And then we did some prints. These would be like add-ons and stuff. It's just like, prints of the issue 1 and all that stuff. And then like my favorite one, just a money shot of Rabbit himself, all his glory, looking cool. Frying some chicken wings with his apron on. That's actually a scene from the book. So I think like page 7 or something. No, it's like odd, even page. I think it's 8. And then far as like the stretch goes, like for like once we get the first one, the first stretch goes like a sticker. It's a Pop Singer sticker. So that'll be. And there's more, but I'm just gonna show this one for now because we got to get to that first stretch goal first, hopefully. But that's it, man. That's pretty much all the stuff for the book, And we're gonna be doing a lot of videos. I mean, every day it's gonna be something we're dropping up until that day, which is May 17th of when it launches. And even then, I'm still that whole month, man. I'm not stopping. Every day is gonna be something. Either about the book or just us, just showcasing things. So, every little bit helps. We know we can't just put it out there and expect people to come. We got to make them, I got to show, we got to get them excited about it, because if I'm not excited about it, why should you be excited about it?
All right. Exactly. Confidence shows confidence exudes success. So
it's about having fun. Like at the end of the day, it's all about having fun. All this stuff, it's
what I've been saying.
I mean, yes, it costs money to make these books. That's just the reality of it. But if you're not having fun, if it ever got to the point where I hated doing this shit, I'm not doing it no more. It's like, nah, fuck that. Like, I want to have fun doing this stuff, So,
right.
And just the fact that we have the fact that you guys just even take a chance to look at this stuff, the best feeling we both got, is when we put this in the comic store and somebody actually bought the book. They bought the book and they put on a pull list. I'm like, they picked our book over that Image or DC book over there, who's got like a whole creative team of millions of dollars to produce these books. And they picked our little book. That right there is the best motivation. That means more to me than anything else. That, this one person told me they're a fan of it. And that's what it's all about, man. That's
all.
success. That's real success.
Yeah,
So
that's greatness in the making. You know what I'm saying? Just believe in yourself. That's all. Believe in yourself and continue to do what you do.
yeah, but yeah, that's about it. You know, we're gonna keep on. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of nothing else. But
Yeah. Hey man, it's all about just going for what you know and putting out great content and just putting out the best that you could put out. You know what I'm saying? Because that is what is going to get you your people, your audience, and it's going to make you your money. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, just
That's keep hope alive, my man. Keep hope alive, man. You know what I mean? Just do what you
what,
do and you do it right.
what Field of Dreams say: if you build it, they will come. So if you make a comic, you hope they come. So
That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta, hey, you gotta know that they're gonna come and just build it knowing that they're gonna come. Build it as big as possible because you never know how many people you're gonna get. So you might
yeah,
want to build the ship as big as possible.
you're right, man. You know, it's always about never. I always, but don't ever insult the audience. Don't ever try to think they're stupid. You know, the audience is very smart, and they know. Again, don't bullshit them. They know people know bullshit when they read it. Like, oh, it's bullshit. I don't. This is trash. You know, so us as creators, we owe it to them to give them the best product we possibly can. You know,
Right,
and at
right.
that point, it's in that, you know what I'm saying? They tell us, you know, they're the customer, you know, and we gotta listen to them. So
I mean, shit. I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. I feel exactly what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, you gotta listen to them. I don't know about that, but
I mean, within reason, you know what I'm saying? When,
yeah, I
you know
get
what
what
I'm saying?
you're
I
saying.
mean,
I'm just
if they
messing
don't
with
like the
you.
story, you know, because that's one thing. But you know what I'm saying? But if it's like, you know, but you, I guess it's like, you know, if it's work, you know, you always got to pay attention to your audience. Like, what do they like about it? What are they not liking about it? And kind of, you know, if it's something that you know you can change, then work on
Mm-hmm.
that. You know, because it could be
Right.
like a story. It could be something written in a story where you know where it's going later on the line, and you know, it's okay. They might not like it right now, but they stick with it. 5 issues later, they're gonna look back. Oh shit! I see exactly what it's doing. So that's what I'm talking about. That's why you know you got to kind of know. That's you know how to gauge the audience and stuff. But
Right. That's see, and this is the thing. You know what I'm saying? My audience for Jarhead is I'm going slowly with this story, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot that I want to put that I'm going to put in for book two, and it's a lot that I want to bring to the table, you know what I'm saying? It's
mm-hmm.
a lot of journeys that I want to take Jarhead on because it's a lot of shit that's been going on that I need to put out and that I need to get into the people's heads about, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's why I said book two is going to be an adventure in itself. It's going to blow up. You will see.
awesome. Keep me posted on
Man,
that, man.
oh yeah, man. Yeah. Once we get where we want it, once I get where I want to be financially, you'll see some explosive shit coming out. You know what I
Heck
mean?
yeah, man.
Trust me. But again, on that note, man, everybody ran out of time, man, and I want to thank y'all for tuning in, and I love y'all from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
And
Oh, over here. This damn
Eh,
iPhone, I tell you.
damn, man, you gotta aim at the motherfucker. Gotta
I mean, the
aim at
camera. I
them.
keep on forgetting the camera.
You gotta
I'm
aim at
always in
them.
the cameras here, but it's
You
like
gotta
up and
aim
over
at
here,
them.
so I
You
gotta
know what I
like.
mean?
I will work
Yeah,
on
you gotta
that.
you gotta aim at the motherfucker. You know.
Well, hey, hopefully I plan on doing a lot more review interviews, so I'll get the practice
Yeah,
in.
I
So
got you, bro. I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But we ran out of time, my good people, and I want to thank y'all for all the support and all the love.
yep, thank you.
And I just want to say this has been a great. It's been fun, and hopefully to see y'all on Sunday, which will be my next guest will be Eric Nelson. He's been on the show before, but
Nice.
he's coming back to talk about something else, some another project. You know what I'm saying that he's bringing on, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna do what it do, baby. Yeah. So this is the In Your Face show, and we out. Peace.